International Women's Day celebrated across Karbi Anglong. Horrific accident in Silonijan, 2 killed on spot, truck catches fire. Good morning and welcome to Karbi Anglong Live. You are with Jirbon Kilingpi with the latest news for this morning. And now the news in detail. Along with the rest of the places across the globe, the International Women's Day was also celebrated on Monday at different towns and places of the district. Here is a report from our correspondents. The International Women's Day in Diphu was also celebrated at Rangsina Sarpo Cultural Hall, Diphu, under the theme Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in COVID-19 World on Monday. The program was organized by Social Welfare Department under the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council in collaboration with the State Resource Center for Women. The program was chaired by District Coordinator Anita Bepi and was attended as the chief guest by Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council Deputy Secretary Richard Rongpi, and invited guests and officers present include DSWO Helen Terangpi, Langsomepi CDPO Shobhana Devi, Bokajan CDPO Kaban Katharpi, Haraghat CDPO Jusna Tokdipi, Rongkhang CDPO Korobi Kropi, Ocean Abhijan District Coordinator Robinson Kro, Mahila Shakti Kendra Women Welfare Officer Romali Teronpi, District Coordinator Mirdan Letepi. During the program, Hirmelin Bepi, Charisma Rongpipi and Helping Hands Voluntary Organization were felicitated for outstanding works carried out during the nationwide lockdown. While speaking on the occasion, Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council Deputy Secretary Richard Rongpi lauded and acknowledged the role of the women in society. He reiterated that a society as a whole cannot develop and grow without the equal participation and contribution of women, and therefore there must be continued effort must be made to make sure that women are not left out in all spheres of life and activities. At HDP, the program was jointly organized by the District Mission Management Unit, Bokachan Development Block, ASR LMS, Dihin Kangtul Cluster, Borjan at HDP Community Hall. A health camp was held on the occasion. HDP PHC in charge Dr. Broniam L. Warte, Advocate Kamin Teronpi, Borjan Block Coordinator Rajesh Timo, HDP English High School Assistant Teacher Monju Langnepi, and several dignitaries were present at a public meeting which was chaired by Lakshmika Inglepi. Advocate Kamin Teronpi spoke about the 11 exclusive rights while addressing the meeting. Block Coordinator Borjan Rajesh Timung spoke on the history of International Women's Day, while HDP English High School Assistant Teacher Monju Langnepi spoke on the social, economic, cultural and political rights. At Dolamara, under the initiative of National Rural Livelihood Mission Rongmove Block, several games and sports were held. They invited women self-help groups of the area to take part in the event. Attending as resource person of the event, retired LP teacher IT Terangpi talked to the women present on the role of they have in the society. She said that women must always work for the good cause and should try to shape the environment around them in the good way. She also emphasized on the point that women should always be focused on bringing good name for the society. The event was also attended by Rongmove Block Veterinary Officer Dr. Anthony Lekte, BMC Junali Inghipi, and hundreds of SHG members. Bikram Kro from Diphu, Bijoy Rongpi from Dilai, and Arjison Rongpar's report from Dolamara for Karbi Anglong Live. In another tragic accident on Monday, 2 men on scooty were killed on spot in a head-on collision with a truck near a fuel station in Silonijan. Our correspondent have sent us this report. The horrific accident took place at around 3:34 p.m. near a fuel station in Silonijan under the Borpotar police station. According to locals, the accident took place when 2 persons on a scooty with the registration number DLCS E6304 collided with truck with the registration plate AS01 LC2466. The scooty reportedly came directly under the front wheels of the truck, and the truck, which also caught fire, suggests that either one or both the vehicles were running on massive speed. The 2 persons on scooty were killed on the spot, while the driver and handyman of the truck fled from the spot. The police and fire tender immediately reached the spot and managed to douse the fire, and the dead bodies of the 2 persons have been brought to Borpatar police station before sending it for postmortem. Meanwhile, the deceased victims of the accident were identified as 35-year-old Boloram Gwala, son of Dilip Gwala, and 52-year-old Durga Bahadur Rengmai, son of Karka Bahadur Rengmai. Subhas Terang from Langtiting, Sanjeev Crow from Chokihola, and Samson Ikti from Koilamati for Karbi Anglong Live.
Nangletum hiti kahelopen kedam ningka saksak doma. Do posita matha ikri. Humre ignon nangletum adung het kedo Pangcho Enterprise.
Nangletum ladak long ekji lage electronic goods, gift item, food item, cosmetic, water filter, sport and school item. Lasi Humri ignon MS Pangcho Enterprises, Jirsong Asong Road, Rongkhela, Dipu. Karbi Anglong police had made another recovery of drugs from a smuggler allegedly trying to carry the banned substance to Guwahati. Here is a report. On 7 March, the personnel of Khatkati police station under Karbi Anglong at about 6:30 p.m. acting on a tip-off set up a naka in front of Khatkati SPI. At around 7 p.m., a Guwahati-bound bus bearing registration number AS01 JC 9999 was thoroughly searched. It was during the search that 6 soap cases containing approximately 78 grams of suspected heroin was recovered from the possession of one 22-year-old Jaharul Islam, son of Maisar Ali of Baragdia village under Barbeta police station in Barbeta district. The Naka was set up under the police team led by Bokajan SDPO, APS John Das, assisted by CI Barpathar Inspector Bhupan Kalita, OC Khatkati SI, Maublik Brahma, SI Mridul Rudra Pol and staff. Ananterang from Bokajan for Karbi Anglong Live. Munmi Terangpi, a well-known social activist of Denarong, had on Monday felicitated the hard-working cleaners of Denarong Daily Market. This was done as a sign to thank the women for their consistency and commitment towards their work. Here is a report. In the early days, the work of cleaning the market area of Denarong Market was carried out by non-Karbi individuals. They collected tax from the shopkeeper and vendors and were keeping the market clean. However, in the year 2007, all of them left for some other places, and since then, the work was taken up by the local Karbi women. This group of women would clean the market twice a week, on Monday and Wednesday. On the day when women across the world were being honored and the day being celebrated as International Women's Day, Munmi Terangpi, wife of a local contractor, Jiten Inghi, and a social activist herself, came up with the noble thought to pay her respect to these unnoticed and unheralded women who have been keeping the town clean.
Bini Ladakh Denarong Mohila tum jasame Mohila Kepati Pipon Munmi Terangpi alang litum labangso Bini Women's Day, International Women's Day labangso arni Pachetol Ponsi alang litum ajirpi tumben jasemet Ladakh Denarong along Chukadam tang 2007 aningkan pen jasemet hithi buwajo kepangthi rasa kedeng konver mate subsikun kaike mata hemkar ko abang pitumhan bini karchu pona sai dengpon nasilabang so karchu pona long লামথি সিলিটো মাটু পনে
14 বছৰে আমাৰ বাইদেউসকলে দেনগাঁও বজাৰখন চাফচিকুণ কৰি ৰখা তেওঁলোকে অশেষ কষ্ট কৰি আহিছে। গতিকে মই আজি আন্তৰ্জাতিক নাৰী দিৱস দিনাখন তেওঁলোকক এখনি ফুলাম গামোচাৰে মই তেওঁলোকক সন্মান জনাই তেওঁলোকৰ কামনা আন্তৰ্জাতিক মহিলা দিৱসত তেওঁলোকক মই সন্মান জনাবলৈ পাই মই বহুত সুখী। গতিকে মই আজি সকলো মোৰ বান্ধৱীসকলক তেওঁলোকক সন্মান জনাবলৈ পাইছোঁ।
Even on Monday, the women were seen carrying out their selfless work for the wellness of the society. Bikram Teron from Denarong for Karbi Anglong Live. In another report coming from Denarong, despite economic slump and shortage of labor opportunities, the bamboo business had turned out to be one of the big rescuers to many families of several villages in Denarong area. The bamboo business are running smoothly, which has raised hopes of poor families towards supporting their livelihood in these ongoing difficult times. In October 2015, huge number of families of several villages involved in supplying raw bamboos were severely hit after Qatar Mill and Hindustan Paper Corporation Limited mill in Jagrod was shut down. Despite this shutdown, poor families continued to sell bamboos in local market through handcart or thela. The situation slowly improved as many of these villagers persevered and continued to bring bamboos loaded in handcart to be picked up by buyers from the bamboo sellers who would wait along the national highway in Denarong area. Currently, fully loaded bamboos on handcart could fetch up to rupees 1,000 to 1,200 per day. Majority of the bamboos brought by these villagers are from faraway places like Virwar, Donghap, Matikola and Jungtung, etc. Though these bamboos are brought from very far distances requiring great physical strength, many of these men who have been engaged in this business are hoping that they would be able to continue with this business as it is their only hope to support their families, including and also for education for the children. Bikram Teron's report from Denarong for Karbi Anglong Live. Those were the top stories for this morning. Thank you for watching Karbi Anglong Live and have a great day.